Alright, so it has been over a year now that I have the Z Fold 5. Pretty much a year and a half. So with that time, I dropped a few times, I folded and unfolded pretty much 1,000 times. And this is me sharing with you what I think about the phone and if you should be getting one. Let's dive right into it. So let's talk about the Hinge. The Hinge has been great. I've never had any problems. It has been holding up with the flex mode, which is it folds and it holds it up everywhere, so it doesn't have any problems holding up with the flex mode. The Hinge doesn't have any noise, any cracks, any problems, and it's still holding up pretty well in the flat position, as you can see here. So let's talk about the display. The display has been holding up great. The crease is always there. It's not going anywhere, but using the phone, using for example on a YouTube video and going with the full screen, I don't even notice the crease anymore. So having two screens in one phone, I think it's one of the best things you can have. One thing that I would like to note is that if I'm not using a case, the dust that gets inside the main screen is pretty bad. It's always with dust, and when I'm using the case, otherwise there's no dust at all. So it might be because it's more sealed, so it's sealed off perfectly and it doesn't have any dust inside. So let's talk about battery and performance. This one is holding up pretty well. It's running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, and I've never had any problems with overheating or losing power. The performance has been amazing. So screen on time, I have been getting like 6 to 7 hours of screen on time, and I just went on vacation in Brazil and I turned it on power savings. I got 2 days of full battery with 4400 mAh battery that this one has. It's amazing. I highly recommend if you want to get more battery and you don't have to charge every time. So durability. I have dropped this phone a couple of times, but the metal frame around the phone, it's holding up perfect. I have a few scratches on the screen. I have a screen protector, but it is holding up pretty good and I haven't changed it. Around the phone, I do have a few drops. I'll show you what I mean. And it's pretty holding up. It's pretty good holding up. So if you have seen my videos previously, mainly the 6 months review with the Z Fold 5, it doesn't change much about the cameras. It is actually a pretty good camera setup, but it's not the best as the Ultras. It has great cameras. It takes videos perfectly. I can even do 8K in this one, but usually what I do it is in 4K. And just to let you know, if cameras are your priority, this phone is not for you. If you want the best of the best cameras, go for the S24 to S25 Ultra. Those are the ones that you should be getting. So let's talk about the foldable lifestyle. Is it still worth it? I think it is. I have had this phone for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and they are launching the Z Fold 7 by the end of this year. I don't think I'm going back to a regular device anymore because I do have 2 screens in one phone and I can be way more productive using this phone 100%. I'm okay with not taking the best pictures, but if it has everything that I need on the palm of my hand, why not? I would go for it 100% of the times. If you want to buy one, just consider that you have a very expensive phone that it is as well like a computer. You can use Samsung DeX to just bring it up the full laptop experience for you, and I think it has helped me in productivity wise. So it is a little bit bulkier. If you can see here, it is bulky, but if you put it on your pockets or if you throw it in your bag, you're not gonna even notice. So for my final thoughts on the Z Fold 5, I loved how it is holding up. It's surprisingly well. It's not perfect because of the cameras, the dust coming in when I'm not using a case, but it is 2025. Should you be getting one? I know it can be expensive if you get a Z Fold 6 and maybe the Z Fold 7 that is coming up. The Z Fold 5 I think is one of the best options from a Samsung. I know we have OnePlus and other manufacturers doing foldables as well, and thinner sometimes. I would definitely recommend you to get one, but let me know in the comments what you think about the Z Fold 5 or if you're waiting for the Z Fold 7. I'm thinking about it because I want to see if they are going to be putting the S Pen inside of the phone. If they are, this is a big yes for me and I might be getting that one. Alright, that is all for me. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.